Summertime, it means barbecues and ice cream, food items that might not be on your regular diet. And with kids out of school, there's also more time to snack. So how do you stay on track when it comes to nutrition when you're traveling, at camp, out in the sun, just any normal afternoon? Well, Neva Cochran may have some answers for us. Good morning, Neva. Thank you for joining us today.
Good morning.
All right, so summertime, kids don't have their normal school lunch programs anymore. It can kind of be hard for parents to sort of stay on the healthy track for kids, right?
Yeah, it can be a challenge, but as a registered dietitian, I'd like to encourage that they balance the kids' choices. So it's not a matter of good foods and bad foods. It's a matter of balancing all your choices throughout the day and making sure you're getting all of the foods that are recommended in the USDA's My Plate, which means fruits, vegetables, grains, lean proteins, and low-fat dairy. So keeping those in mind, you know, you can put together meals and snacks for your children during the summer that meet those guidelines and keep them well nourished.
Okay, well, how can you incorporate that into, say, a backyard barbecue? You think right offhand, hamburgers, hot dogs, potato salad. How can you kind of make that healthier?
Exactly. Well, you know, again, it's a matter of balancing. One of the keys is that, you know, like I said, there's no bad foods, but sometimes we overeat. So watching portion sizes is number one. The other thing is balancing choices that might be higher in fat and higher in calories with those that are lower in fat. For instance, if you have like a hot dog that's higher in fat, then maybe you want to offer, instead of potato chips or potato salad for a side dish, have some baby carrots with maybe a little yogurt dip. On the other hand, if you have maybe a grilled chicken with barbecue sauce for a meal, then you can afford the calories to have something for sweet, for dessert, say, you know, a cookie or some low-fat ice cream. Sometimes people think, and especially parents, think that sugar is a bad word, but, you know, a sugar is fine, whether it's sugar, honey, or high fructose corn syrup. It's all the same to the body. A sugar is a sugar. So what I encourage them to do is think about having nutrient-rich choices when you're eating sugars. So you're balancing it with a lower, like a lower calorie, lower fat chicken breast that's grilled, and then you have those calories. But ice cream and chocolate milk, those are all nutrient-rich choices as well as providing sugar.
You actually took the words out of my mouth. I know milk is healthy, so, you know, you think of white milk as being healthy. What about chocolate milk? Is chocolate milk okay?
Yes, chocolate milk and white milk have exactly the same nutrients. They have protein, they have calcium, they have vitamin A and D and other nutrients. So nutrient-wise, they're exactly equivalent. The difference is there's a little more sugar in chocolate milk, but if you're having a non-fat chocolate milk versus a low-fat white milk, you're only getting 30 to 40 more calories, but you might have a beverage that children are more likely to drink. And so the real issue is getting those nutrients in that they need for growth, development, and to keep their energy levels up.
You know what, I know a lot of kids are in summer sports. Can you talk about, what are your opinions about sports drinks in general? Do you think those are healthy for kids?
Sports drinks are appropriate if a kid is engaged in sports or they're being very active outdoors for a period of at least an hour. So they are absolutely essential in that case, because not only do they rehydrate with fluid, they also provide carbohydrate, which they need for energy, and they finally provide electrolytes, which kids lose when they're outside in the heat and sweating. So obviously, if a child is engaged in sports, sports drinks are great. If a child is sedentary, sitting at home and watching TV, no, they should probably have a beverage that's a little lower in calories.
Interesting. Okay, and lastly, just wrapping up, a quick summer snack that you think would be the healthy option for kids, that they would want to eat.
Think about protein and fiber. Things like yogurt with fruit, a granola bar, cereal with milk, or a peanut butter and banana sandwich are all great options that provide protein and fiber that kind of keep you satisfied and ward off hunger, so they'll be able to keep up their energy levels.
That sounds good, and those also all taste good as well. Neva, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.